Hello, YouTube. Today we are going to be looking at Empyrion. This is still pre-alpha. It says it has limitations. Right now there's only one star system to explore. It is still very much an early access game, but we're going to see where we are this month compared to last month. I picked it up on Steam on sale for like around $10 or $15. I can't remember now. And we're going to go ahead and create a new game. We're going to go with survival. And there's a couple of major differences now. For instance, you can still pick creative or survival. Empty world. This one is no. It starts with a base. But you have a choice of different places. For survival, you now have a choice of starting on Akua, which is a terrestrial world, or Omicron. That's where we started last time. It's kind of a more deserty world with an unbreathable atmosphere. And you can also create a random seed, or type in your own seed. And what this will do is procedurally generate resources where things are. And if you create a universe with the same seed, let's say if we did 492841, which I think is just random numbers that I had typed in last time, you'll find the same mineral deposits at the same places. So before you had to type in a random seed, do not use 1531. I tried that one or 1534 or something like that, and there was nothing. The place was barren. But you can set random, and I don't know, 384. I like 384. It's one of those numbers, I remember back in the day, where having 384 megs of RAM, where it was considered awesome. So we're going to set our seed to that. We're going to go ahead and start game. So this is very much in the vein of kind of like other voxel mining construction games like Minecraft or Space Engineers, but it's basically Promethium deposit size 7. That's good. Now I don't know if the seed affects the terrain or just where the mineral deposits are and other resource deposits and things like that. So yes, we start out here. Now this planet I believe is habitable. And oh, did we change spacesuits? Before I had I guess we had. I think the armors remain the same, but the helmet now is different. This is kind of a new screen, the inventory screen. You now can track your stats, so I guess it'll be a way to increase stats, food, oxygen, stamina. Backpack slot, jetpack slot, body armor. I'm guessing that they're O2 tank. Trash drop. So the inventory screen's changed. Helmet slot. Oh, you can now take off your, dude. Well, if the hair color was a little bit lighter shade of brown, that would have been about my haircut about 5 years ago. So I guess you could take off your helmet, and since this is a breathable world, this is Akua, you can actually breathe and not have to use your oxygen supplies. So let's go around here to the cargo boxes. I think those models have gotten a little bit of an update. We don't need any of the plants, so we're just going to go ahead and leave that. Oh, resources. We need resources. Head back over here. More resources. And survival equipment. That's always a good thing. So I'm going to go ahead and equip. I like putting my flashlight in 9. That's just something personal. Oh, we got an extra projectile weapon. You know what? We should probably leave that here. We'll go ahead and equip. Interesting. Do we not have a drill? Or am I missing something? Oh, okay, we do have a drill. We have it equipped. Okay, that's good. So, power that up. Copper, silicon, promethium, raw plastic pellets. Not sure if they're actually... I think there's a few things that's needed for over here. Ammunition, work light, oxygen bottle, water, some emergency rations. Let's go ahead and drop the core off there. Might need those. First thing we're going to need is more power packs, so we're going to go ahead and build 20 of those. We always need a lot of these. Now I'm just going to go through here and literally build 20 of everything. Or 21. I'll go ahead and do 20 glass plates. 20 cables. And 25 metal components. So that'll get our production base started. So let's start exploring. Now we're going to need these for medicinals, so go ahead and pick that up. Is that plant fiber? Basically want to get as high as we can. I don't think sugar cane goes bad. It might. If it spoils, that's kind of okay, because we can use that later on. Turn on our jetpack so we can kind of get up here. Ooh, rock formations. So we have a bunch of promethium. So Akua fruit, which I believe we can eat Akua fruit. Yes, we can. So we're living off the land. Now, I will say that I had played an earlier match a couple of weeks ago, not with this version, and this planet is shaped remarkably different. So I think the seed also deals with procedural generation of terrain. Looks like we got a dinosaur there, a couple little dinosaurs. They were on Omicron too. Don't know how the poor things breathed, but they were there. So we've got a large lake over here, some mountains. Particularly high mountain over there. Let's take a look at terrain and stuff over here. Several more lakes. There's this promethium deposit. Since we don't have to worry about oxygen quite as much, it's just food, health, and time of day are going to be our major factors. So, looks like we got a tower over there. Maybe perhaps something else in the distance. Now, since this is a breathable world, we don't necessarily have to worry as much about oxygen as being one of our resources. So the point of Empyrion is galactic survival, so it's kind of a mix of DayZ with space engineers and certain respects there in terms of the type of game now. There is a multiplayer, but you have to run your own servers. There's no up and running PvP servers or anything like that. That will be a thing apparently later on. Aloe vera. There's a Sarge joke in there. Ooh, corn dog plants. We can eat those. So, in a space galactic survival game, generally another promethium deposit. Promethium's something that we need, and those are two very large promethium deposits. Unfortunately, though, the resources that we seem to need the most of are like silicon and iron. I go through a lot of iron in building. Silicon deposit. Usually those bases are defending the largest deposits. The alien structures. These are kave beans. You use them to make coffee. And the coffee today is Dunkin' Donuts here in the real world. I am a huge fan of coffee. I like coffee. Wife says I'd much rather go to a coffee shop and have a great cup of coffee, specialty coffee, than go to a bar. And so cobalt size 8. That's pretty good. This is a great random seed, except for no iron or copper. So I'm basically living off the land, collecting resources. A little bit of hunger here, so perish time 24 on both of those, 29, 28. So hover vessels, that's what ground vehicles used to be called. Seems to be a lot of resources right in here. How far away are we from the... No, we're a good hike. From the escape pod. So we're going to head up here and see... Hi there, little guy. Yeah. You know, this may turn out to be an excellent location for a base. So basically we're base scouting at this point, picking up supplies. Although, I'll be honest right now, if we don't find any iron soon, it's going to probably dictate what we use our first core. Normally, I like to build a base first, but we may be better off trying to construct a small vessel or something like that. Now, since this is a habitable planet, we don't have to worry about oxygen. We're still going to have to worry about food and water. Not really water. Oh. That's a no-go zone. Apparently the aliens that have once inhabited this world have erected a magical force field that prevents us from traveling in any further in that direction. I think the mini-map up there at the top is also a new addition on the upper right-hand corner. Silicon deposit size 6. So I'm trying to pick up non-perishable items while I'm out here. Plenty of alien plasmas for medicinals, alien thorns. So far, no copper and no iron. Both of those are kind of worrying, to be honest with you. Oh. There's a tower there. 2 more, looks like. 3 more are off in the distance. One of the things I wish is you could place a marker on the map. Maybe you can. Oh, now it tells you how many resources are available. There are 7 deposits of iron on this planet. We have found none of them. Okay, so this tells you where the time until sunrise, sunset, current mean temperature, moons, diameter, temperate, Akua, and current amount of time in game. I guess it's probably hours and minutes, and every second equals an hour. And every second equals an hour, every minute equals a... Oh wait, second equals an hour, second equals minute, minutes equal hours in terms of relevance. I'm just not even going to try to pronounce that word today. I've not had my second cup of coffee yet this morning, so... Relativistic. There we go. Magnesium deposit size 6, of course. At the base of, guess what? The Magic Tower. Actually, it's an alien tower. Or alien artifact. New point of interest in Alien Tower version 1. Well, nighttime can be scary, so I think we should start heading back. But I'm beginning to think that our first construction is going to be a small vehicle that can fly. Or a ground vehicle, one of the two. So we're going to need to cover more terrain. Don't want to hunt anything yet because we don't have refrigeration. Now the next big question is where to place a base. Although I think base construction is going to hold out for a little while. Before we get serious about base construction, we need refrigeration, or we need a iron deposit. Because you can go through a lot of iron very quickly trying to build a base. So I'm thinking a small vehicle is going to probably be better. Or a hover vehicle. Ooh, plant fiber. Need fiber for the construction of something, but I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. So since I'm not broadcasting this live on Twitch, I will probably do some live Twitch streams of this. For whatever reason, Twitch and OBS was not getting along earlier. Probably on our way back, we will mine some promethium. We're going to need promethium, which is the fuel source in this game. It's what provides you with power. I don't think sugarcane goes bad either. So yes, order of survival in the galaxy. Oxygen, water, food, shelter. We don't need oxygen, we're on a breathable atmosphere. Our guy here has no space helmet on, therefore we're not using our oxygen supply. Unless we want to go swimming underwater. Oh, the clouds do move. I wonder if weather... I don't think weather is modeled yet, but it very well could be. Hi there, alien dinosaur waddling thing. Alright, gonna let stamina recover a minute here. And start thinking about a list of supplies when we get back. Definitely high on the priority list, I think, should be a water generator. But we're gonna have to figure out somewhere to put that wherever we're gonna put our base. Since I'll be putting this up today, if you want to make suggestions by putting in a time code of an area that I was in, or just a general suggestion, should we build the base down in a valley or on top of a mountain? Some things like that. Be sure to make them in the comments section. Have I really mentioned that I like coffee? Or should I say, have I mentioned that I really like coffee? That's the problem when you eat plants, man. Always hungry. Fiber, sugarcane. Okay, sugarcane does not have a perishable timer on it, so we can pick up as much as that as we can find. So the fruit actually also provides a little bit of stamina. Probably because it has sugar in it. Okay, so food is not an immediate crisis. We can live off the land, as it were. Ooh, wow. We are actually already out of fuel. Did nothing get... Oh, yes. Okay, good. Wow, fuel consumption is a lot higher. That's going to mean getting Promethium is going to be a much higher priority now. I don't necessarily like to mine when it's dark out. $30 bricks. Oh, really? We can only build a hover vessel starter or a base starter. So no small ship starter yet. Interesting. So what are we going to need here? Oh, food processor looks like it's had a redesign. RCS has as well. Reaction control system applies torque for turning. Oh, I bet you instead of having thrusters, it's a turning, spinning wheel thing. So I guess we can put that now, like, in the middle of something. We'll see how that works. Q is a little busy here. Ooh, so we didn't queue any motors up. Okay, well. Water generator should probably be high on our list. Fridge cube. Perhaps. Looks like that's base or capital ship. So I'm going to need a fuel tank. So 2 thrusters, 2 motors, so we're going to need 4 motors. 7 motors. We'll just build 10. Ooh, flare. That's interesting. Portable work light. I'm going to build 4 of those. So we need a fuel tank. And given the rate that we're burning fuel right now, I'm going to actually build 2 of those. For that, I bet you that's what it is. It's a spinning gyroscope. Well, this episode's lasted about 20-30 minutes. I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here. And we'll pick up next time once things have kind of been constructed.